So this is gonna be my review of Guilty Crown, but before I get on with the review, I do want to say one thing, kind of like a disclaimer. Everything in this review is all my opinion from my mind. Keep that in mind, because this is actually a series that is kind of hard to talk about without getting other people attacking you, because you either have the people that love this series, like love it to the max, or hate this series, like not just like don't like the series, like seriously hate the series. And it seems for some reason that these sides just keep on fighting and battling, and they just can't accept other people's opinions. So just to get that little bit out of the way, I will get on with my review of Guilty Crown. So what side am I on? The hateful side or the holy crap it was awesome side? Definitely, without a doubt, this was holy crap awesome series. So the story takes place in the future of Tokyo, year 2039, which 10 years before an outbreak of this unidentified virus happens called the Lost Christmas. There's a lot of conspiracy going on between the government and special forces and all that kind of stuff known as the GHQ. But the main story is based around our main character, Oma Shu, which is just a regular high school student that is 17 years old and just living his life, day-to-day life and all that kind of good stuff. But somehow, under some circumstances, he acquires this ability known as Ability of the King, which actually gives him the power to extract these things from people, which are called voids, pretty much weapons, and each person has their unique type of weapon. And since he gained that power, he has joined this terrorist organization group known as the Undertakers. And that's pretty much the quick synopsis of this series. May sound cliche to you, having this regular day-to-day life boy get some special power, joining some special group and all that kind of stuff. And yes, the series is cliche at times, but for me, it did not take away anything. I think this series has actually brought enough of new things to the table that makes it a quite unique series. It's only 22 episodes long, so it's definitely a quick watch. And trust me, this is definitely one of those series that you can easily marathon. At least that's what I did. For some reason with this series, I kept taking long breaks. Like I stopped watching this series around episode 6, even though I enjoyed it like crazy. But then when it hit around episode 20, I just watched all the episodes in one sitting because so much crazy stuff happens. This is one of those series where you're just gonna want to click on the next episode because you just need to know what happens next. There's just so many holy crap, WTF, what the hell, what's going on moments in this series, and it's just amazing. This series had a lot of characters, but I feel that it was mainly focused around 3 characters. My favorite being Guy. This guy, from his introduction of how he kicked ass, was just so brilliant. And just seeing his moves and how Production IG animated them and how smooth going they were, he instantly became my favorite character. One thing that I really loved about this series is definitely its main character, Oma Shu. A lot of people will call him a cliche character, and yes, he is a super cliche character, but at the same time, he's actually a character that had one of the most development I've ever seen in any anime series. He seriously goes from this, like I said, 17-year-old, be regular student that's going to school and all that kind of stuff, into this crazy boss king. There's definitely parts in the series where you're gonna hate his guts. And that's especially in the first half of the series. But in the second half of the series, you're gonna still hate his guts, but in a totally different way. Another amazing thing is the animation. It was done by Production IG, one of my favorite animation studios, and I gotta say that it was just beautiful. There was a lot of crystals in this series, since the unidentified virus includes crystals, people getting crystallized and all that kind of stuff, and it just looked beautiful. The shading and the light shining off the crystals just made the picture so awesome. Plus the opening and ending themes, the way they were animated was just beautiful, especially the first one. The second one was almost just as good, but the first one was just amazing. Another thing that caught my attention of the series straight up was actually in the first 5 minutes of the first episode was another one of our main characters, Inori's singing. She was singing a song, and that song just pretty much, I fell in love with it from just hearing it once. Right after watching that first episode, I pretty much downloaded that song and I had it like on repeat on my iTunes, going and going and going, because that was just such a beautiful song. It's definitely a song that I will definitely keep on coming back to. And not just that song, the whole OST overall was just freaking awesome. You may be sitting there and thinking, wow, yo Kurama, you're just praising this series like crazy. It's like there's nothing wrong with it. No, there's actually a lot wrong with it. This is actually a very, very cliche series with a very, very cliche main character, but it's just one of those series that I just couldn't help enjoying the hell out of. Something could be cliche, something could be a ripoff, something could be completely unoriginal, but that does not necessarily mean that it's a bad series. So to wrap this up, great series, something that probably not everyone will enjoy. Like I said, there's like a freaking war going on between the two sides of this series, like people that love it, people that hate it. And who knows, if you watch this series, you actually might be on either ends, but I still recommend this if you want to watch something enjoyable that you can probably marathon. This is easily one of the easiest series for me to watch in a long time. I seriously sat through like 20 episodes and they just flew by like nothing. So the series definitely gets a recommendation from me. Hopefully you'll be one of those people that enjoys this series to the fullest like I did. Go into the series not expecting something completely original, and you should enjoy it. Because that's pretty much my thoughts on this enjoyable series known as Guilty Crown. If you have watched it or anything, please leave me your thoughts and comments below and all that kind of good stuff. Always looking forward to reading what you guys have to say about this. And please tell me what side of the war you're on. The people that love it or the people that hate it. But yeah guys, I'm Yo Kurama. Facebook and Twitter in the description below, so don't forget to like and follow me there. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoy these kind of videos. Please share, like, and all that kind of good stuff. And baby, I'm out. Peace.